What's up, everybody? It's VCL0812, Millie Chaser DFS. Back, another big UFC pay-per-view tomorrow, UFC 321, Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. Starting early, 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to break it down for you here. First fight, we got Mizuki against Jacqueline Amarim. Mizuki's pretty good, really good on the feet. Jacqueline's not comfortable on the feet, but when it gets to the ground, it's a totally different ballgame. Mizuki, okay takedown defense. Once she's on her back, I don't expect her to have anything for Jacqueline. Jacqueline, 9,500. I expect her to get a sub here. I think she will pay off the 95, whether it comes in the first or second. Even if it comes in the second round, you see she still scores 99 because of control time, takedowns add up. 9,500 for Jacqueline Amarim. Pretty good play. Mizuki, I'm not going to have any parts of. Next fight was really good. Camilo versus Al Swati. Got canceled. Mitch Raposo against Maxim. Is that Maxim? Won against Tyson Nam. Lost against Charles Johnson and Tagir Ulanbekov. Would have scored decently well. 9,200. Even in his wins, he doesn't really pay that off. I think he could have the wrestling. The grappling upside here. Mitch Raposo, 7K. He's okay. They like him. I'm not a big Mitch Raposo guy. 7K for Mitch Raposo. I think this is a fight I'm going to be staying away from for the most part. Chris Barnett versus Hamdi Abdul Wahab. Hamdi, 9,300. Ridiculous price for him. Could have the grappling upside. Hamdi would like the takedowns here in this fight against Chris Barnett. Chris Barnett's going to have the advantage on the feet. Chris Barnett at 6,900 would be my play. If you want to take a flyer on somebody, I think there's a chance he gets a third round, second round knockout. But I am mostly going to be staying away from this one as well. We'll take some shots on Chris Barnett. Hamdi, I think the price is too much. This fight, I will have action. Jose Delgado against Nathaniel Wood. Jose Delgado, 8,500. When he wins, it looks like that. 129, 109. Beat Haider Emil, knocked him out. Haider has a great chin, knocked him out cold. Beat Matthews. He's looking pretty good. Jose Delgado. I think that's Connor Matthews, not Jake Matthews. Nathaniel Wood. Big win against Morgan Charrier. His last fight. Daniel Pineda lost to Naimov. That was a great fight. Got hurt by Naimov. I think there's an argument Wood wins that. If he gets hurt by a lot of people, and that's what I'm nervous about him here, he's going to be smaller. Delgado has the reach, the size. I think Nathaniel Wood's the better, well-rounded fighter. I'm going to be on the Wood side. I think 77 is a great price for him. Jose Delgado, I'll also have in my lineup, a couple of them, 8,500. That's a fight that I will be looking to target. Louis Sutherland against Walter Walker. Walter Walker, if he gets a heel hook, he's going to pay off 9,100. Louis Sutherland, I was kind of impressed. I mean, he looked okay. I think Louis is a pretty good fighter. I don't think he's going to have anything on the ground for Walter. Walter, monster of a man. And he pretty good on the ground. Seems on the feet, I think Louis is going to have the advantage. We'll see if it goes in the deep water. I just expect Walter to pay off the price tag with a submission. I don't know if I'll have Walter. There's other pieces I like, but I will take shots on Walter Walker. This is a great fight. And this is tricky for DFS because I could see this going. Both of these guys are so much fun. I could see this being a war. I could see it being a decision. Ludwig Klein, 8,400. He's a monster, man. Lost to Gamrot. Didn't look good in the Gamrot fight. Beat Roosevelt Roberts, Thiago Moises, AJ Cunningham, Ignacio Bahamondes. When he's pretty good. He pays off 8,400 most of the time. Not the highest score. He wins a lot of decisions. Got a knockout against Cunningham. Rebecca's an animal. Hard to finish. I don't think there's going to be a finish on either side here. This is a tricky one. Because Rebecca scores well on his wins. Scores well on his losses. Ludovic, not always. And I think I'm on the Ludovic side. The Ludovic side of this. I think I like that side a little bit more. I think there's higher upside with Rebecca for Draftkings. That's the difference. Like the difference between betting fights and DFS. Ludovic 8,400. You're gonna want to target this fight, I believe. But if Rebecca wins, I think you got a better lineup. I'm gonna play both. I think Ludovic's gonna be able to pull off a win, close decision win. Ikram Aliskerov against Jung Ho Park. Ikram, 9K. When he wins, he pays it off. I'm actually going to be on the... I think Park is very good. I like Park at 7,200 a lot. When he wins, he'll also pay it off, and 7,200 is a great price for this fight. If Ikram can't get him down, or I think Jung Ho's, even if he does get him down, Jung Young's, he's a pretty good grappler, really good grappler, good at backpacking. I'm worried Ikram slows down in this fight if he can't get him out of there. We've never really seen, well, we've seen Ikram go longer, but he got finished. All first round. As soon as it got dicey for him, Whitaker pieced him up, got him out there in the first round. He's an animal, but I think he's a little overhyped here. 9K is a good price tag if he does what he's been doing. But I think Park has a good chance to pull this off. I'm going to be on the Park side. I'll take shots on both. Ikram in a win probably pays off 9K. But I'm going to be taking shots on Jung Young Park. Nasrat Akpraz against Quillen Sekilled. Quillen slows down. He's a big guy. He took this on short notice. When he wins, he scores extremely well, but it's against Yanel Ashmus, my apologies, and Anshul Jubli. Jubli's terrible. Yanel, he couldn't get him out of there. Got 8 takedowns. Got a lot of control time. He was able to take down a guy in Yanel who was able to take down, I forget who he fought, but he was looking to wrestle, and I didn't expect that from Quillen. Gets a little dicey on the feet for him, and Nasrat is just experienced. He's just a great fighter. I think Nasrat's very good. He's on a 5-fight winning streak. McDessie, Lester Quinones, Jamie Malarkey, Gordon, and Esteban Ribovic. He puts a lot of volume out there. And I think he's going to continue to do that. I think he can get a late finish here. I think if Quillen slows down, he's going to be able to get him out of there. But either way, I think he puts up enough volume to pay off 8,100 in a win. I'm going to be on the Nasrat side. I like that price for him a lot. Azmat the face-offs really shifted me on this one. Azmat's a monster. He's good. Rakic is huge. We knew Rakic was huge. I didn't realize how small Azmat is. And the height advantage is massive. But Azmat has nasty body shots. Nasty body shots. And he's going to be walking forward the whole time. When Rakic is able to be the one getting his jab going, getting the leg kicks going, walking forward, he's a good fighter. He's very good. He was piecing up Yuri. But as soon as it gets a little dicey and he starts having to take a back step, it doesn't look good for him. And I think Mirzakhanov's going to be able to walk him down. And I think he gets him out of there. Mirzakhanov's not a real high-volume guy. He doesn't normally look to wrestle. So I think it's mostly going to be a stand-up match, and that's what worries me a little bit for Mirzakhanov. He's been in a little couple dicey situations in the UFC, but he does have nasty body shots. And I think he's going to be able to put Rakic away, hurt him with a body shot. Probably pays off 8,300. Depends how early it comes. I'm going to be on the Mirzakhanov side. But it's a little dicey. It gets a little tricky. I'm not going to be too overexposed. Jailton Almeida against Alexander Volkov. Alexander Volkov is one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. I love him. He beat Gane. They told him they were going to do him good, do right by him, and now Gane's in a title shot in the main event, and Volkov gets Jailton Almeida. The problem with this fight is Volkov is very good. Jailton's grappling's a little bit different. And you look at the Blades fight, and I understand he took down Spivak, got him out of there, beat Romanov. This is different. Volkov's a lot better than those guys. What he was able to do to Blades before getting KO'd, and I of course, before getting KO'd is the big thing here, but it was weird. He got clipped by a little weak shot, and then elbowed to the head numerous times. He panic wrestled. But what he was able to do to him in the first was, I've never seen Blades get ragdolled like that. And the problem with this is if you're able to get Blades down like that, I think he's going to be able to just ragdoll Volkov. And Volkov's probably going to make him work. He's long. He's tough. Volkov's a very tough opponent. Very hard out. But I think Jailton's just going to be able to ragdoll him. And if he pays, 8,800 for someone who I'm expecting to just, if Volkov doesn't get back up, he's going to finish him. And if he does get back up, I expect him to put him right back down over and over and over again. He could get tired. Maybe we never really seen him too late. He beat Derek Lewis, but he didn't put no effort into that fight. He literally laid on top of him for 21 out of 25 minutes. If it's a hard fight and it's in the third round, maybe he starts to slow down. I'm not sure. He hasn't really shown us that. But I just think it's a little bit too much for Volkov in the grappling aspect. I'm going to be on the Jailton side. I think he pays off 8,800. Volkov's great. I could see Volkov winning this fight. It's just, when it comes to DFS, with how heavily they favor grappling, you have to take shots on Jailton. Umar Nurmagomedov against Mario Bautista. Mario's good. I think Umar's going to win. I think he's probably better than Mario everywhere, but Mario's tough. Mario's really good. I don't think Umar pays off 9,600. I think it's probably a decision fight. I think it's probably closer than we think. I could see Mario paying off 6,600 in a win. The problem is I don't think he wins. Mario, probably more output, but Umar with the grappling upside, Umar's great. Umar's really a great fighter. I don't think he's going to pay off 9,600. We look at his recent fights. He scores well. I think Mario's a tough opponent. Mario's never been an easy out for anybody. It's just, I think Umar probably wins the decision and probably gets 70, 80 points. At 9,600, it's not going to do. If Mario wins, he's probably getting 75 points. It's probably not going to do. 6,600, he's the cheapest fighter on the card. That's why it's okay to take shots on Mario, but I don't think it's too viable here. Verna Jandaroba against Mackenzie Dern for the strawweight belt. They already fought. It's a rematch. Now, on the feet, it's weird. I think Verna hits harder. I think Mackenzie's tougher. I think Mackenzie has more output. Verna's the better wrestler. Mackenzie's the better grappler. Hard to say. They're both great grapplers. I think this comes down to Mackenzie's so tough. And if Mackenzie gets put in a tough position, I think she'll survive. Verna, I'm not sure. I've seen Mackenzie just be so tough in the past. Some fights she absolutely lets you down. She looks like she doesn't know how to strike. Then some fights she comes out. It looks like the Angela Hill fight knocks her down. I respect Angela Hill. And she just bullied that fight. Some fights Mackenzie Dern looks like a totally different fighter than she is. She just looks like she leveled up. And then the next fight she's the same girl. She looked good against Lupi. Looked good against Ribas. I think Mackenzie pays off 8,600. You got 5 rounds to work with. Pick your side in this fight. I'm going to be on the Mackenzie side. But I respect Verna a ton too. Verna against Yan Janan. I was on Yan Janan. And Verna mauled her. Absolutely mauled her. I think Verna's leveling up. Verna submitted Amanda Lemos. Great win. Also beat Lupi Godinez. Also beat Marina Rodriguez. Also beat Angela Hill. That's a good stretch of fighters right there. Verna's on a tear. And I could see whoever wins this is going to pay off. It's just pick your side. I'm going to be on the Dern side. I think she's probably the better striker. Sometimes. And she's comfortable everywhere this goes. I think she has the better cardio. And I think she's tougher. I think they're evenly matched fight. They're both very good. Both well deserving of this. I'm going to be on the Mackenzie Dern side. Am I full confident in it? No, I'm not. I probably will also have some Jandaroba. Whoever wins that fight's going to pay it off. And then the main event, Ciryl Gane, Tommy Aspinall. Tommy Aspinall, 9,400. He's paid it off every single time he stepped in the fight, except for the fluke injury against Curtis Blades. Tom's a beast. I'm not going against Tom. Massive grappling upside. I think if he... Now, all right, let's go over Gane first, then we'll talk about it. The win against Volkov, he looked horrible. Win against Spivak, he looked extremely good, but it's for Sergey Spivak. Sergey wasn't able to wrestle him. I don't think the takedowns come easy against Gane, but once he gets taken down, he is absolutely clueless. John Jones, I was there live, Madison Square Garden. John Jones' last fight. Awesome. And then, I'm sorry, John Jones against Ciryl Gane. I was at John Jones against Stipe Miocic. John Jones against Ciryl Gane, also at MSG, I believe. Or was that one in... That one might have been in Vegas. That one was in Vegas. My apologies. I was not there for that. But John Jones was able to just literally curl him up with the slightest... It wasn't even a real takedown. It was ridiculous how easy. And I respect Ciryl. Cyrill's insanely good on the feet. I just think Tom is different. Now, the problem with this, and this is where I'm not so worried, but people say Tom may just look to strike with him and just knock him out, which I could see. He could win this fight easily. I would just shoot a takedown immediately and just submit him. That's what people do to Ciryl Gane when they beat him. That's what John Jones did. And Volkov made it look pretty easy too. Not that he finished him, but Volkov 100% won that fight. Ciryl Gane, I think Tom's going to flirt on the feet a little bit. And if he does that, Gane's more of a savant fighter that strike. Like nothing massive. You know what I mean? Tom's striking defense isn't that good. It's really not. He moves his head straight back, and he can get clipped. But I don't think Gane is the guy to do that. I think Gane is more of a pitter patter, then hit you with something. And I don't if it gets the slightest bit dicey for Aspinall, he always could just turn the shoot and a takedown, and just being in his world where he has a massive advantage over Cyril Gane. So I'm going to be on the Aspinall side, 9,400. If he wins, he pays it off. Gane, if you think he wins, 6,800. It's a 5-round fight. World heavyweight champion, 6,800. Great price for him as well. I'm going to be on the Aspinall side. I could see why people get a little worried about Tom. I do think he's going to flirt on the feet, but I think he's better than Gane on the feet as well. I don't think he's going to knock out Gane. I think he's going to end up getting a submission. Probably first round submission. Maybe he hurts Gane. Maybe he just comes in and does the smart thing and takes him down immediately. But that's going to do it, guys. Starting early tomorrow, they're in Abu Dhabi. 10 o'clock Eastern. Great fight card. Thank you to Draftkings for giving us this opportunity. Thank you guys for joining in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be back for NFL tomorrow. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Have a great night, everyone.